burn the land and boil the sea. You can't take the sky from me.
Hello world, Kid-Kwad here, and you're tuned in to Manifestations. It's week 6 on the FPV journey here, and we are moving up from the GEP-RC Tiny Go to the Eachine Novice IV. Now, as a guitarist of 25 years and a surfer of 8, I'm no stranger to the processes of learning skills and trades that are pretty complex. I'm going to go ahead and give you guys a few tips just from what I've learned in learning hobbies and skills altogether. Number 1 is practice using the same equipment. It doesn't matter if you're practicing on the same guitar or surfing on the same board. If you use the same equipment all the time while you're practicing, you're going to be better and more proficient with that equipment. Same thing goes for quads. You want to fly the same quad or the same rig, the same rates, the same filters, the same goggles, the same RC. You want to keep it all pretty much the same. That way you're just learning to fly. Number 2 is practice makes perfect. They say it takes about 10,000 hours to master a skill. I'm fully on board with that. You guys want to go ahead and set up maybe a couple of times a week, 3 or 4, maybe even 3 or 4 days a week that you set aside time to fly and practice. The more you get into this, the more time, especially in the beginning, that you put in the time, you're going to see the results so much faster. Number 3, give it a rest and sleep on it. Sometimes whenever you're out there practicing a trick over and over again for a long time, or a set of moves or whatnot, and you're just not getting it that day, don't worry about it. Give it a rest, get some sleep, and try it again the next day. You'd be surprised about how much improvement just giving it a little time to sink in will have. Now, I don't want y'all to get the wrong idea, but in the beginning I did have some problems with this. Mainly how it flew. The settings for the filters and the rates and all that were just weird. It was real floaty, it spun up on turns. You'll notice once you get it. But I was able to get a hold of people like JB and the UAV Tech, and we got the things worked out. So I'm going to go through right now and kind of show you all the before and after of what I did inside Betaflight to this part. Now, as far as the goggles that come with it goes, they got the EV800Ds, and I was just not impressed with them. To be honest, the screen is just way too small. The dual diversity was cool, and I mean, you will get the picture, but like I said, it's just a very small frame inside here, and I just didn't like it. So I ended up, of course, needed to do anyway, got the Fat Shark HD2s, and these things are amazing. They got the rapid fire dual diversity module, and there's no going back after this. Anybody that's put the Fat Sharks on knows exactly what I mean. Also, you guys are going to want to put some tape or something over the GPS unit to secure it in there. I ejected mine the second day. Had to replace it. It wasn't hard to replace. I did have to wire it in, but I just wish that I would have secured it from the beginning. It was a dumb move. Now, the last thing I want to go over here is getting extra stuff for the Novice IV. I went ahead and ordered 8 packs of arms, a whole bunch of propellers, 4 new motors. I had everything ready just in case things went wrong, and they have. I've snapped 3 arms, I've replaced 2 motors. This thing's it's gotten some beef. Oh, and with the GPS unit, you also want to go into the fail-safes and reset the height. It starts, I think it goes up to like 300 feet for its max height in the beginning. I set it to 150, but yeah, it goes to the moon the first time you try to put the GPS on it. I'm sure you're as ready as I am, so let's go shred the skies, guys.
burn the wind and boil the sea. You can't take the sky from me.